What's going on, people? Welcome back to Chemistry with Coach Jake. Thanks for stopping by. In light of this whole pandemic episode, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, as a teacher, I've had the opportunity to reach out to some of my students. And so, talking to some of my kids last night, I found out how much they actually really missed school. I'm talking the seniors who, prior to spring break, were all, man, you got the senior writing. I can't do this. I'm ready to graduate. None of that. On the Zoom, all of them are saying, Coach, man, we miss you. We can't wait to get back to school. We don't want to end our senior year like this. What's going on with prom? What's going on with graduation? First off, seniors, I feel for you. The uncertainty of not knowing about prom and graduation. Some of you have worked really hard to achieve the things that you have. Some of y'all, really honestly, y'all just getting by on the skin of your teeth. Let's just be real. But either way it goes, graduation is graduation and it's accomplishment. So hopefully all this stuff clears up so that we can get through this little virus thing and get some normalcy back in life. But in talking to my kids, it made me think about my favorite teachers growing up. And since y'all got all these dance challenges going on, I just thought I would start a challenge of my own. And it is the Name Your Favorite Teacher Challenge. All right, name your favorite teacher challenge, right? All of us have went through school in some shape, form, or fashion, and we've all had at least one teacher that was impactful, a teacher that we remember positively for some of the things that they've implanted in our lives. And so I just thought it'd be a great idea to have you comment below, who your favorite teachers were and why. Now, I'm not going to issue the challenge without doing the challenge myself. I'm just going to do it here on the video. I have 4 teachers I want to talk about. I'm going to try and talk about them quickly, but I can get to talking, so let me go on and get started. Teacher number 1, my 3rd grade teacher. She knew my mama, and I talked a lot. But the only reason I talked a lot in class was because I would get my work done, and I wouldn't have anything else to do. So this teacher, instead of calling my mama and saying, hey, Brandon's talking in class again, because she knew my mama didn't play. If I didn't bring home A's and my conduct wasn't all E's, it was going to be a problem. Shout out one time to my mama. Love you. But with that being said, what she would do instead to help me control some of my talking was she would let me teach the class. That was it. She let me teach. And she introduced me to a basketball team, and life has never been the same. So shout out one time to Miss Cynthia Johnson. Back in my hometown, Tyler, Texas. I really appreciate you looking out for a young brother, encouraging me and motivating me. I appreciate the fact that you saw something in me that the teachers prior to didn't see. Go you. Shout out to her husband one time, late, great, Coach Johnson. Forever you'll be remembered. Teacher number 2 was one of my high school basketball coaches. Now, he wasn't my teacher directly. When he came on our campus, I'd already passed the class that he had taught. He taught biology. But he was the first black male coach I remember that actually taught a real subject. Not saying that speech and PE and history aren't real subjects. They are. But he taught biology. He taught a whole bunch of freshmen science. And he was a really, really good coach. This coach in particular really helped me to be confident in who I was as a player and just as a person, to be confident in who I was intellectually. He inspired me to push. He was one of those coaches that really made you want to play for him and to play hard for him, because you could tell that he believed in you. This is none other than Coach Ant. Coach Anthony, what's going on? Man, I appreciate you for building up the confidence of a young buck, for increasing and or setting and increasing expectations that I didn't even have for myself. I really appreciate you pushing me to be the best version of me I could be, and for being an example on that campus of, just a stand-up, positive male figure and influence, not only for myself, but for my teammates and for all the guys on campus. Shout out one time to you. Teacher number 3. Now, let me give a little background about the high school I went to. It's predominantly black and Hispanic. A lot of teachers, for whatever reason, didn't make it. The ones who did, you knew they cared about you, they stuck it out, and they supported you not only in the classroom, but also in your extracurriculars. There was one teacher on our campus, if you saw her, you would definitely say she does not fit. She was quirky. She went to the tune of her own drum. She marched to the tune. She marched to the beat of her own drum. She did not worry about what you thought about her. She displayed tough love. She didn't let you out of much. If you was there, she was gonna make you get it done. She was the first teacher that I saw who was 100% okay with being themselves in the classroom. And I mean, she was different. She was an older Caucasian lady who didn't seem to fit. All the kids thought she was hard, but I really appreciate the fact that she stayed in there with us. She was in the trenches with us, especially that AP Chem class when some naysayers were saying what they had to say about us. She obviously, I mean, all teachers, the ones that you think are special, see something in you, and she let me know. She came to our basketball games and was supportive of us in that way, and even outside of school, she was supportive. So shout out one time to Miss Sylvia Tebow. She is somewhere on the East Coast. I just really appreciate you for showing me and us as a class that you can be 100% effective being who you are. You can find your place being who you are, and if you're good at what you do, people are going to accept you anyway. So thank you for being you unapologetically. Thank you for just the love and support that you showed us and that you showed me and my family. I always love you for that. Thank you, Mr. Steve-O. Teacher number 4 was, okay, so I know I kind of was talking about coaches who teach history, but I had one coach who taught history who was phenomenal. He was clearly a history buff. He enjoyed the subject. He enjoyed teaching the kids. And that's one of the things for me that stuck out was the passion that he taught his classes with. It wasn't just book work. We would play out scenarios and do different things in class that made history fun, entertaining, made it seem real and tangible, not something that had just happened and had no influence on today. I can truly say he's probably one of the reasons why I like history now as much as I do. And he also taught us to never accept what someone teaches you. Make it make sense for yourself. If it doesn't make sense, then you got to figure out something that makes sense for you, but don't just accept what people teach you and tell you is 100% fact and true. This is none other than Coach Maldonado. He is somewhere in West Texas doing his football thing. I hope he's still in the classroom. Coach Maldonado, if you ever catch this video, thank you for what you were and what you did. I appreciate you approaching such a boring subject with such enthusiasm and passion. I think it's just part of why it's a part of why I think it's a part of why I am the teacher I am today. All right, so shout out to those 4 teachers. Drop your teachers below. Let's give some of these people who've influenced, give them a shout out. Just a little show of love and support. Check out Chemistry with Coach Jake. Subscribe to the channel. We got free homework help coming. Next 2 weeks rather, I'm going to do free classes. I was going to charge for these, but I'm not. I'm going to do them for free. There's going to be a sign-up form where you can get on. I got to figure out how many kids I can get in at one time. But I am going to teach live. Why? Because I know there are a lot of teachers out there who are uncomfortable with the digital platform, so you can get a lot of videos, a lot of worksheets, but you're not going to get a lot of explanation. So holla at me. Come join me, sign up for the classes, Get involved with the homework help. Let's start a movement. It's 2020. This is the future, even though we got to do it now. Chemistry with Coach Jakes. Look forward to spending some time with you soon. God bless.